Hey everybody, the Bong is here ready to give you a brand new Let's Play, and my very first for the Much Game Guides channel, Castlevania for the NES, and this is also brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Now, this is actually the first Castlevania game that was brought to North America. What I mean is that the very first one was only introduced in Japan, known as Akamajo Dracula, only on the Sharp X68000 personal computer. And that game never got re-released until the Sony PlayStation brought in Castlevania Chronicles, which is pretty much the same as this game, only slightly better. If you played Castlevania Chronicles on the PlayStation, you would say that game is better. But since this game is more classical, and I already did this on my original channel years and years ago, like back in late 2008, I just thought I'd reintroduce it to YouTube, and as my first LP on the Much Game Guides channel, I figured I'd go with this one. So let's get this game started, shall we? As you can see, Simon Belmont doing his cool jive walk, heading for Castle Dracula to put an end to this menace in Transylvania. Actually, why don't I turn it up a little bit? It sounds a little low. Yep, I think that's good enough. There we go. Get some whip upgrades, of course. And if you're wondering about hearts, they do not give you health, they actually give you more ammo for sub-weapons. Like the knife, for instance. Like, it costs you hearts to use sub-weapons, so use them carefully. The money, on the other hand, is just points. If you're a points whore, go grab as much money as you can. If you're not, don't even bother. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Okay, here's the little dogs over there. They try to lunge at ya. In later installments of the game, like Castlevania Chronicles, as far as I'm concerned, you cannot kill them. You can just whip them to stun them, and then just move on your merry way. You gotta admit, this is a very epic track. This is the brought-in vampire killer, and any Castlevania fan would recognize this theme in a heartbeat. It's pretty bitchin'. Oops, I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go up the stairs. There we go. There's a handy little crucifix that kills all enemies on screen. But I was just about to leave the room, so what was the point? And bats. My favorite character in all video games. If you know me on YouTube, you would know that I hate video game bats so much. Why? Because they are fast. They fly. Sometimes they fly in erratic patterns. And that means they can easily hit you. That is why I hate them. That and Birds and Ninja Gaiden. They're really equally bad. Take out these fishmen. Or mermen. Okay, I don't see any point going this way unless there was a secret passage, but I do not know it. I do not care. I know in some Castlevania games you will find secret passages and levels, usually leading to more power-ups and sometimes extra lives, whip upgrades, sub-weapons, and basically giving you more health. You would know all about that in Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. Definitely its fair share of hidden power-ups and shortcuts there. That little potion over there grants you temporary invincibility. You'll know it wears off when you stop flashing. There we go, I'll grab that so I can fire 2 axes on the same screen. Okay, time to go with the first boss over here. This is Darkwing Bat. Or, well, just a giant bat, really. You don't have to worry about taking hits, because every time you pass a level, you go to full health anyway. There. Victory for me, y'all! Alright, you get points for how many hearts that you had when you finish the level. I think you get 100 for each heart. And now we go to level 2. First stage is pretty easy. It gets a little tricky later. Ooh, cross. I love the cross. It's probably one of my favorite sub-weapons in the Castlevania series. I mean, the cross is basically a boomerang. And I love boomerang weapons. I also love the holy water, and in some cases the axe. It usually depends on if I'm going against flying enemies or not. That's the best time to use the axe. I mean, the cross is useless against flying enemies because it only goes straight forward and then it goes back. It doesn't take on any enemies above you, which is its only flaw. But since the cross goes forward and backwards like a boomerang, you can actually hit an enemy more than once. That's what I like to use against it. It's perfect for bosses. Oh great, our first installment of the Medusa heads. Believe me, if you play Castlevania, you would consider these the worst enemies to fight. It's either that or Fleamen, and you don't see those until level 3. So let's get a move on and try to avoid the Medusa heads. And believe me, Medusa heads really love to be in the most inconvenient spots. Like here, for instance. Let me try a little trick. Oh, that did not work. I was trying to use a bit of a shortcut so I can use the Medusa head to get up those platforms. It can work sometimes. Maybe not in this game, or in that particular spot. Sometimes you gotta time it perfectly. There, hit the enemy twice. It's so nice that I gotta do it twice. Yay, wall meat! That's pretty much one of the weirdest things about Castlevania. You actually find meat inside walls. And apparently it's good for you. And there's my first death. That was great. Yeah, that was real great. And apparently you lose all your hearts and all your sub-weapons. And all your whip upgrades too. Actually, I think you only go with 5 hearts. I had a lot more. Okay, great. So now we're back here. Usually the checkpoints are at the first part of a stage. Like, each level has, like, different stages. Usually as soon as you go through a door. If you lose all your lives, you gotta, like, start over the level. Not the entire game, because I think you get infinite continues. But you gotta go back to the beginning of the level. I think it was this platform that I missed, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this was the one. There was only 2. Unfortunately, I am stuck with the dagger. That's my least favorite weapon. Either that or the clock. Because the clock, like, stuns every single enemy on screen for a few seconds. But it's useless against bosses. Oh, I didn't really need the meat, so whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do a little save state here, and that's why. Because of this place. Just duck over here. Wait. Now! Okay, we're gonna see a new enemy here. These are called bone pillars. And these ghosts here are a bit annoying, but you can easily dispatch them. Ow. I mean, the bone pillars shoot at you very fast, and they take a fair amount of hits. I know it's a dagger, but I might as well just grab this. Usually it's a good idea to whip around in random blocks. Ow. Luckily you can whip the flames too to take them out. But you have to have really good timing, otherwise you're gonna whip them and the flames will go through the whip and hurt you. I think I got an extra life. Probably for getting a lot of points. I don't usually keep track of everything all the time. I'm usually focused on the level itself. Shit! I hate Medusa heads. Okay, time to take on the Medusa boss. Yeah, it's going to be a piss off because I'm stuck with the knives. And I'm dead. Let's try this again. Try to take out the snakes too. Uh-oh. No! Let's try this again. Not a great start here. Luckily, if you take out the snakes, you might be lucky to get some sub-items or hearts. Uh-oh. Got him! It took like several reloads of states, but whatever. It'll do. Trust me, I'm good, but I'm not great at this game. Fairly decent. Oh, well, time to do stage 3. This debuts an awesome track too called Wicked Child. It's been in future installments of Castlevania as well. Like with remade and stuff. Okay, here's the flea men that I hate so much. Because they jump around so fast, it's hard to hit them at times. Luckily, these are pretty easy. Here, take care of that skeleton. It's kind of like the Hammer Brothers in Mario. Like moving around and then just throwing stuff in an upward arc. Kinda like Hammer Brothers. Okay, these birds I hate. Because they just wait for you and they stalk you and stuff. Uh-oh. Ah. Yeah, in later levels, you actually take more damage from the regular enemies, too. Like, in level 1, if an enemy did like 1 or 2 points of damage, in later levels, it could do 3. And in some cases, even 4! Yeah, I'm not kidding. You take more damage than normal. That's what sucks. Is there anything up these blocks? I don't think so. Oh, that was pointless. And the Medusa heads are back. I'll take the cross. Ooh, grab the invincibility. Might as well. It's there. Oh, no hidden meat. Oh, come on! That's what I hate with the staircases. Because you're wide open for direct attacks. No, I did not mean to do that. I don't want that weapon. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There. Oh, shit. Shit! Okay, now the shit's gonna hit the fan, because I'm in pretty bad shape. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Man, I gotta get some more health. Like, just one bit of wall meat, that would be great. I don't care if there's asbestos in it, I just want to eat it. Just get me something that'll save my life. I mean, can't I just eat the crows? That was a bad idea. If there ever was one. Good timing. Oh, I hate when the birds do that, when they actually jump before you get a chance to reach them. There we go. Yeah, I know, I hate save state abuse too. But trust me, first time I played this, I actually view save states a lot worse. Oh! No! Aw, jumped right into a fucking Medusa head. That's why these things piss me off. Any wall meat? Okay, there's some. Now I gotta take on this boss, like these mummies. That's always gonna be fun. Whoa! Good thing I got them all on one side. It'd actually make this boss a hell of a lot easier. Because remember, they share the same health bar. Oh, that's much better. good to be back at full health. Now we can start level 4. And it's a long way down when we get started. Now basically you're in a catacombs of some sort. And I'll stop the video right here. Stay tuned for the next part.